Citizens of the world, I have always wanted to learn how to play Catan, and I've never done it. I've never gotten around to doing it, and I don't know how the game works. I've never played it before. I know there's tiles and there's resources, and that's about it. I don't know anything about Catan. So today, we have been sponsored to check out Catan on the console edition. And they have a new DLC called Cities and Nights. But I want to see if a total newbie can learn how to play Catan. Here we are in Catan on console, and this is literally the first time I'm loading this up and seeing how it works. Now, there's a play button here. So I'm gonna press play on Catan for the first time ever. And, ooh, there's tutorials. There are tutorials. Video tutorials, interactive guides, and almanac. Perfect. Okay, so let's have a quick look through all of this. Ooh, playthrough scenarios with interactive guides. All right, so I'm gonna have a quick look at the video tutorials here because I literally have no idea what I'm doing. Video tutorials, please.
Welcome, Catanian. Sit back, stroke a sheep, and let's get into how to play Catan. Console Edition.
I've watched one video. Would I like to start a game now? No, I think I should watch the following, at least the next two videos. They seem important. These next two over here, Cities and Nights, is about the new DLC. But today I just want to learn how to play Catan. Okay, let's watch video number 2.
Welcome back, Catanian. To build, one requires resources.
All right, so that's the first tutorial or explanation of how Catan works I have ever seen in my life. Like, I always wanted to learn Catan because obviously Catan is like the famous Catan, but you know, it always seems so intimidating. But from what I gather, the game is basically about harvesting these resources, which you get from rolling your dice, and when the dice hit certain numbers, you get the resources aligning with those numbers, and then you use those resources to get various cards, which you then play. And eventually you accumulate victory points through sabotage or just through accumulating achievements, and at the end, the one with the most victory points wins. Alright, I think I get that. Now there's these interactive guides. Learn the basics of the game. Basics, setup, and resources. I feel like I should play through these to learn. And by the way, I am timing myself here to see how long it takes for me to actually learn and play Catan. So let's go through this one. Basics, setup, and resources. Let's play this first tutorial scenario. Welcome to Catan, a beautiful island on which you will compete to settle and build a thriving community. You will use the resources that this island provides to create roads, settlements, and more in a bid to be the most successful settler. You win the game by being the first player to reach 10 victory points. Okay, so it's not just whoever at the end has it, whoever reaches 10 first wins. The following tutorials will explain the various ways you can gain victory points and settle on the island of Catan. You will earn victory points by building roads. Okay, yep, you do that. Firstly, let's look at who's competing. So the players are on the left. Okay, we can control the camera. Very nice. All right. Easy enough. Rotate the camera. Oh, R1, and then I see. So you can zoom right in here. Okay, very nice. And you can zoom right out. Maximum and minimum zoom, very important to see. And oh yeah, we just did that. So we can rotate and zoom. Okay, it's possible to reset the camera, just pressing R. Okay, perfect. And it resets it to the top-down view. Okay. At the start of every game, all players roll 2 dice to determine the starting player with the highest... The starting player with the highest roll goes first. Okay. Play then moves down the list. Okay, from top down. So we all just roll. And I guess I rolled highest? I did roll highest. Okay. We start off by placing 2 roads and 2 settlements each. Okay. So this is where the This is on console, so controller controls are very important here. How awkward or comfortable will I feel with this? So I'm supposed to start. Now, I'm not sure of what is good or what is bad. I know the numbers on the tiles indicate the potential for getting those resources. But down here generally feels good. Choose where to build a settlement. So can I just build a settlement here? I have to hold X? Okay. The settlement will now gain resources from the surrounding hexes when the number on its token is rolled. Perfect. Each number, the dots, the number of dots which shows the likelihood of that number being rolled. The more dots, the more likely that number will be rolled. Oh, really? How does that work? With dice? Like, is there just a math thing that I'm thinking of? Oh, right, because you roll 2 dice. So it's actually unlikely you will roll a 2, whereas it's more likely you roll an 8 because you basically get 4-4 or like 2-6 kind of thing. I guess that's how that works? Or is it just the number on each individual die? I'm not sure. We'll find out. We'll find out. Placing that settlement has gained us 1 victory point. Oh, we're on our way already. Now we place a road. Select the highlighted area to build a road there. I see. So let's say I want to build a road here. Okay. They go along the intersections between hex tiles. All right. Each player starts with 2 settlements and 2 roads. Okay, the other players will now place their first settlement. Oh, right, okay. So it goes through everyone's first settlement. Okay. I see how they've set up. Okay, I can zoom back in. I think I prefer this. I don't know. You can, if you press R3, you do change between camera modes. Top down does help, but I don't know. I like the 3D look of this. So yeah. You now place your second settlement and road. All right, so there's rules on how to place these settlements. You may only build a settlement unoccupied. Yeah, so I remember the rules on this. So if I wanted to build another settlement, so I can't build it. All right, I'm starting to see why where I built may not be the best, but I guess I could place a settlement here, and then maybe I'll be working my way up to the longest road thing later on. So let's build a settlement there. It's next to that 6 tile. Okay. Oh, your second settlement determines which resources you start with. Okay, by settling at this location, you gain resources from the surrounding hex. Your second settlement determines... Right, now place... So I want to build a road towards my other settlement, I guess? So my first settlement probably should have gone up instead of to the bottom left, but I guess we could figure that out in a bit. The initial setup has now been done. Everyone is ready to start. Okay. There are 4 main things you can do in your turn. Roll the dice. Okay. Trade resources with other players or with the bank. Optional. Build and or purchase development cards. Yes. Play development cards. Okay. And that's the game setup. Next, you'll learn about gathering resources and moving the dreaded robber. I'm still not 100% clear on this robber. But let's not continue the game. Let's go to the next tutorial. I understood that. That was so easy, actually. Okay. Like, it really feels like this is such a complicated game. First play and robber. Okay, this I did just say I wasn't too sure about the robber mechanic, so let's learn about that. I think it sounds important. It sounds really important, actually, based on the video guides I watched just now. Okay, so we're starting on this one with settlements and roads placed. Alright, so I'm blue. I'm the blue player here. In order to build, you need resources. You gain these resources by rolling 2 dice and receiving the resources from the hex tiles. Okay, there are 5 different resources. Lumber, brick, wool, grain, and ore. They're kept in your hand and are secret. Okay. They are gained when the number on the token is rolled. This determines, you know, how productive a tile will be. Right, so if token is 8, then you need to roll an 8 to get that. Understood. Let's roll the dice now and see what resources we gain. Press square to roll the dice. Okay, so I rolled an 8. So any player with settlement at either of the hexes with that number on receives the resources. So, okay, so if anyone rolls a number, it triggers that tile for everyone. Okay. Players will gain these resources and spend them to build roads, settlements, and upgrade settlements to cities. Gaining the resources you need can be tricky, and so trading with the other players and with the harbor will be required. Yes, that does make sense. Once you have the resources required, you can spend them to build and expand your empire. You will eventually upgrade a settlement to become a sprawling city. It will then earn twice as many resources. I see, so upgrading to a city doubles the resources. Makes sense. Building things gains you the victory points required to win the game, as well as using special cards called development cards. Yes, development cards can be bought and used to help you in various ways. Development cards are kept secret from the other players. Alright, so my understanding so far is that the resources are mainly going to be used for development cards, either getting knights or building roads or upgrading to cities, that sort of thing. And as you upgrade to cities, the more resources you get, so the more development cards you can get, right. Let's learn all about the dreaded robber that prowls the land. So this robber that seems to start in the middle of the board on a desert hex can be moved by players to disrupt their resource gathering. He can be moved in 2 ways, by rolling a 7 on the dice or when a knight development card is played. Right. Let's progress the game back around to your turn and see how this works. Alright, so everyone's doing their thing. Alright, Hilda. Rolled a 6. Gregor. Doing well. Okay, very nice. You may have noticed that there are no tokens with a 7. So when a 7 is rolled, no players receive resources. Oh, I did not notice that, but yeah. Okay, that's right. Roll the dice as normal, but we'll make sure we roll a 7 this time. The robber must always be moved when a 7 is rolled. Alright, so we're gonna roll a 7. In this view, you must choose a hex to move the robber to. He must move away from where he currently is. So I would want to move him away from my blue tiles, right? So I don't want to move him to the right or to the down right because those are my tiles, right? Okay. So we can set him to move anywhere. Select the hex that has no settlements now to move the robber there. Oh. That has no settlements. I see. So we gotta move him there. The robber now moves to the selected hex and blocks all resource production from that hex until he is moved again. If you keep hold of lots of resources without using them, this can attract the attention of the robber who might steal them from you. Right. Any player with 8 or more resource cards will have half of them, rounded down, stolen by the robber when a 7 is rolled, no matter whose turn it is. Oh, so you can't just stockpile resources. Okay, let's see this in action. We'll give you some resource cards to show how this works. Hand over your goods. You must select the required number of resources to satisfy the robber. Right, so I have to select... So I don't know what resources are good or bad. I assume the further... I don't know. I assume iron ore is more important than... How much do I have of each? Oh, I see. So what should I be giving in terms of this? So I can actually see... Oh, there we go. My hand display. So I have... only 1 wheat, so I shouldn't give the wheat, right? So I should give like an equal number of lumber and bricks, but also I don't know... Oh, right, building costs, I can just see. So lumber and bricks generally are used for roads, right? Settlements give 1 victory point, cities give 2 victory points. Right, and it costs a sheep, wheat, and iron ore to get a development card. That's what it's called. So I guess this makes sense. Discard. You can also use the robber to steal resources for you. Really? How? When you roll a 7 and activate the robber, move him to a hex with another player's settlement or city there, and you can steal a resource from that player. Let's do that now. Okay, so just now it was showing what happens when you move the robber to a tile with no settlement. So this one, we're gonna roll the dice and roll another 7. Right? So remember, rolling a 7 means no one gets any resources. So now we want to move the robber to, I guess, that tile up there. Now steal a random resource from that player, which you gain. Okay, if the chosen hex has more than one player's settlement on it, you can choose who to steal from. Remember, if the production number for the hex containing the robber is rolled, the owners of the adjacent settlement cities do not receive resources, the robber prevents it. Yes. That's how the robber works. Okay. I understand the robber now. Very nice. Okay, there's a few more of these. Trading, building, and development cards. They seem pretty quick, actually, so let's just breeze through them, because I don't want to start up a game and just make some very basic mistakes. Alright, so here we are learning how to trade. So trading is, from what I understand, is pretty important because it's so hard to get resources, right? You only get them when the number is rolled. So it is very much chance-based what resources you get. So trading is the only way to actually control. All right, let's note here we are the white player this time. This tutorial will explain how to trade resources with other players and with the bank via maritime trading. You might not always have the resources you need in order to carry out your plans, so it helps to trade. It's not compulsory, but I think, you know, it's a sort of a pro move to do it. After you have rolled the dice and players have collected resources, you can then trade. Press the triangle button to open the trading menu. Okay, there are two types of trading, domestic and maritime, right? Basically with other players or with the bank. Understood. Domestic trade is when you trade other players. Maritime is the bank, which has terrible conversion rates, you know? As you can see at the top of this menu, we are currently in the domestic trade view. You can switch between the two types, but we'll look at domestic first. Using this menu, you can initiate a trade with the other players by selecting what you're offering, right? So basically what I want to give. Using the up and down arrows or the left analog, you can offer. So add one of your wheat as an offer and request one wood now. When you're happy with your offer, press and hold X to confirm it. It's then shown to the other players. When the other players will have seen your offer, they will decide to accept it, decline it, or make you a counter offer. Waiting for all players to respond. So 2 said no, 1 said yes. Accepts your offer across means they do not. And if a question mark says they made a counter offer, I see. You can select a player with a tick to trade with them, or you can select a player with the question mark to view their counter offer. Oh, so I get to choose who I trade with. For now, let's trade with Ryan. Move over to the portrait and press X. Right, so I can accept none, but I'll accept this trade. The resources are then swapped between the trading players and the trade menu closes. Okay, so I was, like, when the video tutorial was explaining trading, I was a little bit confused and like, oh wait, this sounds like a lot. But actually that was very straightforward. You can trade as many times as you're able to on your turn. So let's try a maritime trade. I think Catan is like a game of doing things for the first time is confusing, but then once you've done it once, it's like, oh, this is actually it's very straightforward. Press triangle to open the trade menu again, right? So we switch to maritime trade. Let's take a closer look at this. Allows you to trade resources without involving another player. So you just get it, right? But the most basic and unfavorable exchange rate is 4-to-1. If you have them, you may always trade 4 identical resources to the supply in exchange for 1 resource of your choice. Okay, if you've built a settlement or city at a harbor location, you can trade more effectively. Right. Let's go through a maritime trade. So it's all 4-to-1 rates right now. So we can... So let me check my hand. What do I have? I've got 5 bricks. So I have to give... Oh, it just goes in a tick of 4. Right. But I can just buy anything I like. So I'll buy the thing I don't have, which is sheep. Right? That makes sense, right? The trade menu closes when the trade is complete. If you have a city or settlement on a harbor, you can trade with the bank more favorably at either a 3-to-1 ratio or in certain harbors at 2-to-1. Right, you can actually see the numbers on the ships on the screen. And they're linked to certain resources, right? The 4-to-1 trade is always possible even if you do not have a settlement or city on a harbor. There's 2 ways to trade resources. By using both methods carefully, you can gain the resources you need. Some extra things to remember when trading. The player whose turn it is must always be involved in the trade. Right. You cannot give away or trade matching resources. For example, give away 2 ore and receive 1 ore. Yeah, that makes sense. Brick and lumber are the most important resources early in the game as they help you build roads and settlements. Now you know how to trade. All right. Yes, that's actually very straightforward. All right. There's one more tutorial, I think. Let me just check. Let's go to here. Go to tutorials, interactive guides, and there is... Oh wait, 2 more. Building and development cards. Let's breeze through these. All right, the building tutorial. Okay, I see. Everything loads in like that. We're the white player this time. I think this character's name is Gregor. Once you've gathered your resources via the production phase, and by trading, you'll want to build things. Yes, building is how you expand your road network, improve your resource production, and or buy useful development cards. To build, you must pay a specific combination of resources. The cost of each building type can be viewed by pressing R2 to bring up the building cost card. Press R2 now. Yes, this card shows you the resources required to build or buy each of them. Very good. Close the building cost card by pressing R2 again. When you build, the appropriate number of roads, settlements, and or cities are taken from your supply and added to the island in a position of your choice. Development cards can be purchased, and these are kept hidden from the other players. As shown on the building cost card, road cost 1 wood and 1 brick. Let's build a road. So a new road must always connect to one of your existing roads, settlements, or cities. And getting 5 in a row gives you the longest road victory point. Or 2 victory points, I think it is for that. The resources you need for each build type are also shown on the build menu. Open now by pressing square. Okay, first time I'm opening this menu. When you're placing a road, you'll only be shown the valid places. So, right. So I'm the white player right now. So where's a good place to build it? Well, if I do this, it's going to be 3 roads in a row. So that's pretty good, right? And there's your new road. The first player to build a continuous road, not counting forks, right, of at least 5 road segments, the longest road. And then, of course, if someone builds a longer road, they get it. It is 2 victory points. That's roads. Let's now look at settlements. So you can build as many times as you like during your turn. Oh, there's no limit? Okay. To build a settlement, you need wood, brick, wheat, and sheep. You already have these. There are some important things to remember when building settlements. You may only build a settlement on an unoccupied... Oh yes, I remember the rules of settlements. So let's build settlement. And... there's not a lot of choices. But actually down here makes sense. It'll help us get more wheat, right? Yeah, let's build it there. Look at your... Oh, it's also next to a trading ship, which helps our trade. Each settlement is worth 1 victory point, so we're in the lead right now. Great place for your islanders to live and thrive. A city's even better. You can upgrade any of your settlements to cities using the build menu. It costs 3 iron, 2 wheat. Right, so the 4 resources does feel like left is early game, right is late game. Right, so then settlements. Now select an existing settlement. So we want to upgrade one to a city. It would make more sense to do this one because it's next to 3 resource tiles. So it's just going to increase how much resources we get. And that gives us 4 victory points. Okay. You now know how to build roads, settlements, and cities. The next tutorial will explain final thing you can spend resources on: development cards. Perfect. I like how these tutorials are short little snippets, and also that they are separated, because if you just forget one element, or you just like, wait, I kind of got everything except for one point. Like, oh, I understood everything, but what's the robber again? And then you can just do that one. But development cards is the last one, so let's jump into this. And then we'll get into a real game. Alright, everyone's starting with 2 settlements on this one. We are the white player. As well as spending resources on roads, settlements, and cities, you can also purchase development cards. At the start of a game, a deck of development cards is shuffled and kept face down. So you only draw when you buy them with resources. When a player gains a development card, they take the top card from the deck and keep it hidden from other players. So it costs wheat, sheep, ore. So it is open the build menu. Okay, so it's part of this. So, because it's kind of the same system, buy a development card for various benefits. So we got a knight card. There are 3 different kinds of cards: Knight's, Progress, and Victory Point. Let's look at the 3 types in detail. Oh, so you can just get a victory point from a development card? If you've just purchased a knight card. Knight cards are shown with a purple frame. There are 14 of them in the deck. And there is a victory largest army thing, which I think starts at 4 knights. You can view your development cards by pressing L2. Do that now. Hold for development cards. I see. Okay. When you play a knight development card during your turn, you must immediately move the robber. Steal 1 resource from the owner or settlement city adjacent to the robber's new hex. Right. So I should want to play this, right? You will now move the robber away from its current spot onto any other terrain hex where it will cover the numbered token, making it unavailable for resource production. You then steal 1 resource from the player who has a settlement. All right, so there is like an immediate benefit for playing the knight card. Because I was like thinking, why don't you just like accumulate knight cards and then just play them all at once at the end, and you kind of get the 2 victory points and then jump straight to victory from like 8 to 10 and then win. But there being a benefit to playing the knight card immediately means that you're losing stuff. You're losing resources if you hold on to knight cards. Right. If there are 2 or more players, you may choose your victim. The player you elect's resource cards are shown and then select 1 at random to take from them. Right. No player, you get nothing. If you are the first player to play 3 knight cards, I thought it was 4. You take the largest army, which is worth 2 victory points. Like the longest road, it can be taken from you. You cannot play a knight card on the same turn that you bought it. Oh, okay. So we got to close that for now. Purchase another development card. Okay. Got a progress card as depicted by the green frame around the card. When you see a progress card, you follow the instructions on the card and it is then removed from the game. 3 different types of progress cards with 2 of each in the deck, making 6. You cannot use them on the turn that you bought them, so we'll learn about that next turn. Let's purchase the one last type. Victory point cards. These orange frame development cards represent important cultural achievements represented by certain buildings. Each victory point card is worth 1 victory point. You only reveal your victory point cards when you or someone else wins the game. Right. So victory point cards are kept hidden until you have 10 points during your turn and you can declare victory. These are also revealed if someone else wins. Right, so they're hidden victory points? Let's skip through to our next turn and see how to use a development card. So the victory point cards, they only come into play at the very end? Like when someone hits 10 victory points and then victory point cards all add up? Is that how that works? Okay, we're getting some resources from this. That's good. You can use development cards during your turn, but only if you purchased it on a previous turn. Open the development card dialog by pressing X. We have a night card, a progress card, and a victory point card in our hand. Okay. Let's use the progress card, road building. Place 2 new roads, as if you had just built them. When you use this card, you place 2 new roads on the island using normal placement method. So reveal this card on your turn. I'm looking at this victory point. University cannot be played manually. Reveal this card on your turn if, with it, you reach the number of points required for victory. Oh, okay. So this gives you 1. So if I'm at 9, I can play this and I win. Understood. Place 2 new roads as if you're just building. Okay. Oh, road building. Okay, so what am I... Can they string up? Like, for example, if I do that, so I placed 1, and I can then just place another, like that. Green framed progress cards are removed from the game once they've been used. You cannot buy a development card if the development card deck is empty. Okay, so there is a limited number of cards of each type, so nothing gets too stockpiled or too overwhelming. Like, you can't just get like 10 road building cards and suddenly there's roads everywhere. That's how to purchase and use development cards. And that's the end of the tutorials. Okay, so I can now jump into a real game. This is how long it took me to play through all the tutorial videos and the tutorial missions or scenarios. Let's play a real game. Okay, so there's online multiplayer, but let's not. I'm gonna play a local game. I can configure the game. So how much can you configure? Base set. Ooh, there's gonna be sets, I understand. Variable setup, player count. Okay, you can configure quite a bit, but let's just go straight into a game. Quick play. So this is my first time ever playing Catan. Literally, ever. I've never touched Catan or even watched a guide on how to play before this. So I'm the red player. Okay. So quick play gets us started quick up like that, I see. Okay, Gregor wishes to trade immediately. I haven't even... You know what? Reject. I don't want to open your trade. Like, I don't need wheat. I'm actually next to... well, I'm next to 1 wheat tile. Okay, Hogni wishes to trade. You know what? Reject. No, I don't want to trade anything with you. Hogni wishes to trade another thing. Alright, it's my turn. So, let me... So I can actually rotate the board how I want. I kind of like having my stuff at the bottom. I don't know why. It just helps me understand it a little bit better. Okay, so to begin, I have to roll the dice to actually see what resources we get, right? So I rolled a 5 and a 4. So that means I rolled a 9, which means I did actually harvest wheat. Perfect. So then, can I build anything? No valid location, not enough resources, not enough resources. How much resources do I have? I see. Maybe I should have accepted some of those trades. It's just I hadn't even like gotten to like start like my turn yet, so I didn't really know what I wanted. So I currently have 4 wood, 2 wheat. Right. So what I actually would want to do is like... Oh, I can actually just... Oh, if I don't want to trade, I can just toggle trade off so I never have to deal with trade. Okay, so let's say I want to offer a wheat for a sheep. No, offer a wood for a brick, right? Because I need this brick for early resources, right? So let's confirm that. Does anyone want to do that? No. Maybe it's because okay, well, how about does anyone want a wood to give me a sheep? Anyone want to do that? No? Alright, fine. I guess I'm just gonna have to... Like, what am I... So I'm currently next to... Yeah, I'm currently next to sheep or... So that's the brick. So I'm actually next to all the resources. I just need them to roll. So I think I just need to end the turn, right? Yeah, there's not much I can do. Yeah, I need bricks. Okay, fine. Let's go another round. I should have accepted some of those starting resources in the trades. All right, more wheat. Great. Someone roll a 2. I give. Wait, I got a brick? Wait, no, I just don't have it, so I can't accept. What if I counter with that? How about... How about we counter that? I don't think they went for it. Gregor wishes to trade. Yeah, I don't have these things. How about you can have one of those? So you can't see what resources they have, right? So you just have to try and guess what they might have. Like, I suppose you could look at the board and keep track of it mentally, but that's actually practically impossible, right? Oh, actually, I did get a brick. Hogni wishes to trade. No, How about I counter? Would you instead like some wood? And you give me a brick. How about that instead? Yes? I see why you can toggle trade. Like, if you don't want to deal with all these trade requests coming in, you can just turn it off, right? Okay, so I did actually get a brick. So I think one of those trades, the one where I countered with a wood for a brick, they actually accepted it. Choose a hex to move the rob. I rolled a 7! Okay, wait, I'm the red player, so I don't want it anywhere near my stuff. So how about I move it to... So like this is next to 2 different players, and it's a wheat tile. And I'm getting quite a good amount of wheat, so I might want to like nerf how much wheat they're getting. Like, this is probably a better wheat tile, but this is next to 2 players. So I'm gonna select that tile. Gregor has 7 resources. Digor has 3. Let's steal from the rich. A wheat tile? Okay, that makes sense. I got a trophy for that. Okay, but I can build things now. I can build roads. So I can't build settlements, but also there's no valid locations for settlements already. It's already maxed out. So not enough resources. I need sheep, wheat, and iron for that. This is wheat, wheat, iron, iron, iron. Okay, so I guess I can just... Development cards don't need... Yeah, so wood and brick are just used for roads. So if I have wood and brick, I should just build roads. So, oh, what is... I can't connect my cities because... I guess I just build out to the middle? Right? Because the only way to connect my cities would be to go round through the middle, right? I think that's... So how much do I have now? I got a lot of wheat. So... It actually makes sense to maybe... Let's trade a wheat for a sheep. How about that? Anyone want that? No? Okay. What's the cost of a development card? Sheep and iron ore. Right, so does anyone want... How about if I offer 2 wheat for an iron ore? How about that? Does anyone want that? Ooh, they do want that. Okay, so let's pick... So this guy already has a lot of wheat. So let's take the iron ore from him. Okay, so that brings me closer to this. So now I just need 1 sheep. Perhaps I can trade... What do I have? Could I offer maybe 2 wood for a sheep? How about that? No, no one wants that. How about 2 wood and a wheat for a sheep? How about this? Does anyone want this? No? Damn. Okay, fine. We got a little bit closer. But let's continue our turns. Everyone's gonna roll things. That's a 2. That actually gets me... That gets me a sheep. Yeah. What do I actually have enough for a development card. And I don't think I want to give up anything. So I'm actually going to reject all trades for this turn. So... Oh, I can just press this toggle trade with the left analog button. And then it just disables trade for this turn. Okay, perfect, perfect. This is working out. That's an 8. That gets me more wood. Okay. We actually have some of all resources. Yeah, yeah. Okay. So I can re-enable trade, but let's roll the dice first. That was a strong throw. So that's a... I rolled the robber? No, come on! I have to give 4 resources? Okay, well, give all the wood and the brick then. Because... I could give a wheat instead of a brick, because then I can have 1, 1, 1. More likely I'll get the wheat back. Ah, fine. Let's give up all the wood. Because I want the rest. Right? Okay. Why do I keep rolling the robber thing? Okay, I have to move this to a certain tile. Let's move it to... Yeah, if I move it here, I could remove the ability for 2 players to get iron from that tile. And then let's steal from you this time. Digor? An iron ore. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, so I lost 4 resources, but I got an iron ore. Okay, which now... I can buy a development card. I got a knight. Perfect. That's exactly what I wanted. Ish. It's something that I wanted. So yeah, I just don't have much else. So I guess I'll just end my turn. I don't think I have much to trade here. So I'm gonna turn trade off. Because I don't have anything to trade. I was actually doing so well with my resources and I triggered the robber. Of course that would happen. Digo's getting so much stuff. Hogney has 9 resource cards? I got another ore? Okay, well I do need a lot of ore to build a city. Did I roll a 7 again? What are the chances? I think I'm playing the robber this turn. So in this case, this is actually good for me, I think. So let's... Oh, the robber is currently on that tile, right? Okay, so we have to move him to a different tile. I guess I'll move him back. So it's likely blue would have sheep, right? Yeah, so let's move them here. Steal from Digor. Brick, okay. I was hoping for sheep because I kind of need sheep. And also to build cities. Oh, it's wheat. How much do I have? I have no wheat. I have 2 iron though. Could I potentially trade a brick for a wood? Because that's something I could do. Trade a brick for a wood. Anyone want this trade? Yes. Okay, let's trade with... Well, we just got a brick from you, so that's just equilibrium. And that allows me to build another road. Wait, hold on. Where are we building to? Through the middle? Yeah. So I want to get through this area first. Because white could cut me off if they build a road up and left, right? So I'm going to build that. Okay, yes. That works. Let's end the turn. Alright, I feel like I understand everything that's required. Like, I get it. Like, this is how, like, yeah, I understand Catan. It's actually not that hard. Do I have anything? I don't have anything. Yeah, I'm gonna turn off trade and reject that. There's nothing that I want to trade this turn. So yeah, I think this is the point where I get Catan. Like the basics. Obviously, there's a lot of nuanced rules. Like, I just lost an iron ore because of something I don't quite understand yet. But yeah, I pretty much understand the basics of Catan. There's just like some nuanced rules which I don't quite get yet. All right, so I got another sheep. I have 1 wheat, 1... Oh wait, I have the development cards. I forgot, I have a knight. Move the robber, steal 1 resource from the owner of a settlement. Yeah, so this moves the robber. So I should definitely play this, right? How do I... R2... Play card? Oh, right, there we go. Move the robber, steal 1 resource from... Okay, so I should definitely play this. So I get to move the robber to wherever I want, really. So I want sheep. So let's move it here again, because it's most likely... Oh, orange could have sheep as well. Oh, so orange, Gregor, has built another settlement. So let's pick Gregor. Wood, damn. Okay, well, better than nothing. Alright, I can roll dice. I rolled a 4, which doesn't trigger any of my resources. Triggers that one. Oh, I gave Gregor a sheep. Great. I don't suppose anyone would be willing to give me a sheep for a wood. Anyone? No, no one will do that. Okay, fine. Because I was hoping for another development card. But I don't think I can do anything here. Right, I don't have any cards to play. Yeah, I'm just gonna have to end my turn. Oh, I got a sheep. I got a wheat. That's I got a wood. Okay. Good number of resources this turn. I can afford... Let's roll the dice first. Did I just seriously roll? Did I just seriously rolled another 7? Okay, I was worried I was gonna lose resources this time. But okay, what do I actually need? Okay, well, right now it feels like Gregor is winning, so I want to nerf Gregor as much as possible. So I'm gonna pick this tile and steal from Gregor. More wood, okay. I don't have any bricks. Okay, let's build. I could buy another development card. It's another knight, okay. And then if I check... Could I trade a wood for a brick? Does anyone want that? No? How about 2 wood for a brick? No? Okay. I don't think... Yeah, our trades with everything out there. Okay, fine. No, I don't want to... Yeah, so we can't play this turn, right? Yeah. That's fine. Okay, I'll end my turn. See how things go around. I should keep this open, actually, to keep our resources on screen. Like, getting another settlement down really does help. Like, you just get resources. Oh, someone played a knight. Okay. I have 3 wheat, actually. Yeah, let's roll dice first. I rolled an 8. Okay. So I should play my card. So I now have 2 knights in play. I think I just keep hitting. Right, there was no choice, so I just get a wood from that. Very good. If I check build, how much is it for a settlement? It's 1111. I see. City is 2 wheat, 3 iron ore. Right, doing this is actually kind of tricky. Maybe I could just focus on development cards. Right, I could offer, for example, wheat for a sheep. Anyone? Ooh, yes. Let's trade with you. Okay, how about 2 wood for an iron ore, maybe? Oh, yes. Let's trade with you. Okay, I'm starting to see how trade is pretty much very important. A 3rd knight. Okay, that actually triggers largest army, and it'll put me in the lead for victory points. And no one else has any other... Well, Gregor has 1 knight, but no one else has any others. Okay. I think that's good for now. Let's hold to end turn. A 6. That actually gets me a brick. Oh, Digor. I think, yeah, some of them are upgrading to cities. That's why some of them are getting, like, double resources. Oh, that's... right, that's... rolling a 7. Oh, right, so I'm probably losing resources because people are playing the robber. Year of Plenty. Take any 2 resources. Oh. Okay, back to my turn. So, I can roll the dice first. I always throw the dice so hard. So I rolled an 8, which gets me like 1 wood, I think. Yeah. So then I can play my knight card. Largest army. 2 victory points. That actually puts me in the lead suddenly. And who do I think is most ahead? I guess Gregor still, right? Yeah, let's move it back down here. Show of force. Trophy. Stole another wood. Okay. So, if I check the build, I could build another settlement if I can get 1 sheep this turn. So, basically, does anyone want to trade me a sheep for 2 wood? Anyone? Come on. Damn. Okay. No, they won't do that. That's... I was so close to doing something, but instead I guess I could build a road. And I could extend my road this way, and I'm almost to the longest road. Right? 1 more tile and it'll be longest road, and if I hook it up to my next settlement, it will be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tile road, which should be the longest road in this game. Okay. I guess I could check this turn. Does anyone want to trade me a brick? No. Okay, that's fine. That's fine. We'll end the turn. I think I'm doing okay. I think I'm actually doing fine. Alright, more wood. But yeah, I could really do with another settlement, just to encompass more resources being thrown around. Okay, Robbo was moved up there. Hogni? Or is it Hugni? Alright, I get a brick. So I could at least build my road this turn. But if I can get a sheep, it'll be good to build a settlement. Okay, so I don't have any cards to play, right? No. Don't have any cards. Let's roll the dice. Small chance we get sheep. No, I rolled a 4. Okay. The only sheep I'm next to is 2, which is very unlikely to get because you basically have to roll snake eyes. I gave someone else sheep. Great. So let's trade. Does anyone want to give me a sheep for 2 wood? Again, just checking. Oh, yes. Okay, we can actually do it. Let's accept that. And that allows me to build a settlement. So there's only 2 places left. And I'm always short on sheep, so it really should be here. Because then at least whenever someone rolls a 4, I get a sheep. And if someone rolls a 6, I'll get 2 bricks. Yeah, let's build it there. That's a victory point as well. All right, I'm in the lead. All right. I'm now a couple points in the lead. And I'm gonna get longest road. Mark my words. So I have no resources right now. So let's just end the turn. The 7. Move to which tile? Oh, stole from Hugni. Okay, didn't steal from me. That's good. Oh, there's nothing for me to steal, right? Oh, I got an iron ore. Very nice. I was hoping to get one of those development cards which is, you know, place 2 road tiles, but actually getting 3 knights in a row, that's actually quite rare, so it's unlikely someone else will be able to beat me on the knights. Okay, so I have 2 iron. Let's roll dice. Rolled a 6, which now gets me... Wait, shouldn't the 6 get me 2 bricks? Alright, so I'm not entirely sure why I didn't get bricks there. Right, because I have 2 settlements next to that red tile, that 6 tile. So why didn't I get bricks from that? Oh, because the robber's on it. Okay, I got it. The robber's on that tile. That's actually a very clever play by the enemy. They moved the robber there. They didn't steal from me, but it disables that tile. Oh, so I lost out on 2 bricks because of that. Fine. How about if I trade? If I offer an iron ore, does anyone want to give me like 1 of each of these? This is unlikely, but let's see if anyone's willing. Does anyone desperately need an iron ore? No. Okay. How about if I offer both my iron ores for both of these? How about that? Anyone? No. Not interested? Okay. Unfortunate that I lost out on those 2. So now, unless the robber moves, I think this is the first time the robber is really messing with me. Because I can't do anything. I don't have enough resources. I have to move on. Alright, rolled a 10. That gets me another iron ore. 3 iron ores needed to build a city, right? Was it 3 iron ore and 2 wheat? I think I'm remembering correctly. Okay, the robber moves. Very nice. Get away from me. Okay. Gregor is my closest competitor. That's another 7. Rolling a 7 is actually quite common, huh? I think I've rolled it like 4 times. Okay. We'll roll the dice first, see what we get. 9. Is that good for me? I get a wheat. Oh, I just realized I lost the iron ore. Okay. Let me just check the cost of things. It was 2 wheat, 3 iron ore. Right. Okay, so right now I'm just trying to get the longest road. So could I potentially trade iron ore for a brick? Anyone? Yes. Okay. Let's do that. And then, could I trade iron ore for a wood? Yes. That allows me to build a road. further almost connecting our settlements. And that gives me longest road, 2 victory points, pushing me up to 7. Ah, fantastic. Okay. Trophy earned, the road is long. Very nice. So I don't have any... Yeah, I don't have any cards, right? I'm just making sure I'm not forgetting something. Alright, that was pretty good. 2 victory points that turn. And I can just build 1 more road, and it'll actually make my road 2 tiles longer. And you can see actually right there, the white player built a road up. Oh look, we got the little banners. This white player built the road up, which could have cut me off, but that's why I built that way first. It would have been easier if that white settlement wasn't there at all. I could just go down the shorter route, but this might be a good thing in the long run. Alright, let's end our turn. Snake Eyes, wow. I actually get a sheep. That's such a rare roll. You can see the dots under the numbers is how common those rolls are. I'm sure there's math to figure out exactly why those are the odds, but I actually get a sheep from that. So if I get 1 iron ore, I could get another development card. How do I get 1 more iron ore? Some of these tiles are just so much better. Like 5 is the most... Oh no, 6 and 8 are the most common. So I can understand why 6 is the most common, because, you know, each die has 6 sides, so 6 is just the middle point. But why is 8 very common for a roll? Like, why is 8 more common than... Like, specifically more... Why is 8 more common than a 5? That's what I don't quite know why, mathematics-wise. Is that a 6? Yes! Give me 2 bricks. Wait, no, it's a 7. I moved the robber. It's a 7. I thought it was a 6. I misread it. Okay, fine. So Gregor is still my closest competitor. I think moving them down here to nerf the iron supply as much as possible. Because 2 players, this is their only source of iron besides trading, right? So I can always nerf this tile and target Gregor, right? A sheep. Okay. So... Upgrade a settlement to city to increase resources. So this doesn't require sheep. So sheep is... Okay, maybe I can trade a sheep for an iron? Sheep for iron? Anyone? Yes, perfect. Let's not trade with Gregor. I don't want to give him what he wants. I just stole that sheep from him, though. And he has very few resources. Alright, you can have your sheep back that I just stole from you if you give me an iron. Okay. And that allows me to buy a development card. What is that? Monopoly? Wait. Hold on. Back. What is this? When you play this card, announce 1 type of resource. All other players must give you all of their resources of that type. Oh. Okay. So if I, for example, I'm close to, like, maybe upgrading to a city, and I have, like, 2 wheat and I need a bunch of iron, I play that card. Yeah, okay. That's a good one to have. Let's end my turn. I spent all my resources and got a good development card. Alright. It's back to my favorite tile. The robber is on my 6 brick tile. What is that roll? It landed between. It's a 6! Oh, come on! Like, I'm winning, but it feels like there's a lot of things that are unfair about this. Isn't that always the case? That's a 9. Okay, gets me a wheat. Sure, not the worst thing. Back to my turn. I mean, there's not really much I can do here, is there? There's not much point of me... Well, let's roll the dice and see what I get first. What I roll. Is that a 4? So I get a sheep? Okay, if that's the case... I got 1 sheep, 1 wheat. If I play the Monopoly card... There's no way to know what people have anyways. Let's pick iron. Give me all of your iron. Yeah, confirm. Oh yeah, finish. There we go. So that got me 6 iron. Oh wow, okay. That's way more iron than I was expecting to get. So if I check, so this is a very obvious play. I just got 6 iron, and if I ask, do you think anyone will give me a wheat for a sheep? Like, obviously, if someone's paying attention, everyone will say no. Okay, yeah, no one wants that. So that's fine. It does allow me to buy another development card, though. Did I get Monopoly again? Okay, so I can't play it this turn. I'm just gonna steal everyone's resources for everything. But okay, so I have iron, which can be stolen. But I've only got 5, so the robber shouldn't mess with me too much. 6 again! I would be getting so many bricks if they didn't keep putting the robber on that tile. And I think that's why they keep putting the robber on that tile. Me building 2 settlements around a high yield tile has made... Like, the AI knows that's like a high value tile. Oh, I just lost 1 iron. It was stolen by Gregor. Alright, Gregor. I see how it is. You're doing to me exactly what I did to you. I still have 4 iron though. Ooh, and I get 1 wheat. Very nice. Okay, so let's roll dice. See what I get first. That's 6. Did I just roll a 6? Very nice. Very good. Okay, I saw some people got wheat as well. So if I want to build a city, I just need 1 wheat. I see a lot of... So Hugni only has 1 resource, but Gregor has 9. And I think they did just get a wheat. So... Oh, but I don't want to accumulate too many resources. So if I... Because the robber steals resources from you if you have more than 8, I think. So if I steal wheat right now, I might end up with too many resources. So I think what I want to try is, does anyone want to buy a brick for a wheat? Anyone? Yes. Okay. I don't know if I want to trade with Gregor, but sure. That gets me 2 wheat, and now I can build a city. Where should I build the city? So I've got the... So I could build it on... So the left city, the left bottom city, is next to one of 3 types of resources. That's pretty good, right? The right city is wood, wheat. The left city would also be next to my favorite brick tile. So, okay, let's upgrade... Yeah. This one. That's another victory point for me. I'm now in the lead by double. Okay, so... I could also try secure my longest road. But I don't think anyone's even close to competing with longest road. Oh wait, no. White has 4 roads in a row. So I probably want to, if possible. Does anyone want to... Then again, it's not urgent. If I get 1 wood, then I can just build a road. Yeah, okay. I'll just see if I can get a wood. That's a 7, so the robber's moving again. Let me guess, onto my tile? Yeah, building a city there just... I think there's a way the AI calculates the most valuable tile, and that 6 tile has been deemed the most valuable tile on the board. I've got 2 settlements, and one of them's a city next to it. I just got iron. Very nice. Oh, because that's a city, I got 2 iron. Very good. That's an 8, so I get a wood. Oh, so... Right, that robber stole a brick from me, though. Okay. So, let's roll the dice, see what we get. 6. I would be getting 3 brick if that robber wasn't there. Okay. But I do have 3 iron. So if I play a card and steal wheat, I could get 5 wheat and then upgrade another city. And I can place it on... I shouldn't place it there. Like, that 6 tile is being nerfed. This would only boost that sheep tile. I should place it here. So that just gets me double resources from the wood or wheat over there. 9 victory points. I've almost won. I've actually almost won. And while I'm here, do I want to try secure my road, or do I wait? I think I've got time to wait. Let's end the turn. Let's wait. That's an 8, I think. So that now gets me 2 wood, because that's a city, not a settlement. So if I just upgrade my remaining settlement to a city, I win. But how do I get that much iron? I gotta trade a lot to do that, I think. Like, if white was smart, they would build a road to steal longest road from me, but I could just steal it right back, really. Okay, back to my turn. Let's roll the dice, see what we got. Robber hasn't moved. 9. That gets me 2 wheat. Because it's a city now. Alright, so that's a lot of wheat. So I could go for a development card. Need a sheep and an iron. What if I offer 2 wheat for a sheep and an iron? Let's throw in a wood and see if anyone wants that. No? How about 2 wood, 2 wheat for a sheep and an iron? Does that tip the scales? No? No one wants that? Okay. How about 2 wood for a brick? Because I'm weirdly short on brick. How about that? No? Does no one want to trade with me? 2 wood and a wheat for a brick? No, no one wants to trade with me. How about 2 wood, 2 wheat for a brick? Surely. No. I think it's because I'm about to win and they don't want to give me anything. Okay, so no one wants to trade with me. I guess I just have to keep going. Right? Because I don't have any development cards. Yeah. I just have to keep going. Hope I get the resources I need. That's a 5. Doesn't help me any. Alright, that's trading with... Oh, I see. Trading with the maritime trade. I mean, I could do that, but I don't have any settlements next to the harbors. I've got 7 wheat now. That actually gives me enough to want to trade. But if the robber is activated, I've now got more than 8 resources. There's a hefty... reason to not sit on these resources. Because they can just be stolen from you. That's 5. Okay. 2 sheep and 2 brick from a 5 roll. For Digor. Digor's got some good spots. Alright. I've got 7 wheat. Yeah, I gotta roll the dice first. It's a 7. Of course it is. Of course it is. I have to get rid of 5. Why does this happen to me? Alright, discard all those resources. I do get to steal from someone. Everyone's at 4 right now. I mean, Digo's got some good digs. Let's steal from Digor and get this brick tile. So I got a brick for that. Okay, that at least allows me to secure my longest road. By building here, it extends my road by 2 tiles. So that's actually a 7-tile long road. White will have to, well, Hugni will have to do quite a bit of work around that. Now, besides that, will anyone give me wheat for sheep? How about 2 wheat for a sheep? I was just gonna do a maritime trade. How about 3 wheat for a sheep? Yeah, I think when you're about to win, no one wants to trade with you. Because 1 more point and you win, so I think that's like a... That's a... Okay, if we give this person anything, they might just win. But also, I guess, the value of each resource as you go along diminishes because people get richer and bigger. So like 3 wheat at the start is a huge amount, but 3 wheat at the end is like, well, it's 3 wheat, who cares, right? Yeah, they're mostly trading with maritime at this point, especially the ones with harbor, settlements, and cities. What's that? A 5. How about roll a 6 now? That would be really good. I get 3 bricks. Oh, orange has got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A 6 long road tile. I gotta be careful about that. I got a sheep. Okay. Oh, white built a road there. I should probably turn on trade, right? At this point, because they make offers. So I could just, but then they probably just won't accept mine, right? Okay, well, roll the dice, see what we get. 8, that gets me wood. Is that 2 wood? It is 2 wood. Which at least allows me to trade for, no, not with you. Maritime trade, 4 wood for 1 iron. So I can do this trade, confirm. And that allows me to get a development card, which is a knight. Okay. That will more than secure our largest army. Yeah, I just need the iron. Can everyone roll 10s, please? I'm so close. Why is this last victory point the hardest to get? Oh, a 10. Perfect. Thank you. That's 2 iron. Very nice. Thank you, Digor. I needed that. Digor wishes to trade. No. I actually need all the resources I have this time. So I should actually turn off trade. Yeah, no. I need all the resources I got. I needed to trade with them last turn, not this turn. What's that? It's a 4. Okay. Helps me a bit. I get a sheep. Can someone just roll a 10 so I can win? 6. Oh, I get the bricks though. That gets me 3 bricks. Wait, does it not? Oh, it's a 7. It's a 7, not a 6. I keep misreading the die. So they just stole wheat from me and shut down my wood tile. I thought it was a 6. Fine. Roll the die. 8. Of course it doesn't help me. The robber is on my wood tile with an 8. Okay. What was the card I got? A knight. Okay, so I can play this. Oh, I should have played that. Could I play that before my dice roll? Because that would have been good. Digor and Gregor. Gregor has the most resources right now. Let's move it back down here, I think. I mean, Digor and Gregor. Gregor has the most resources of the ones which have 5 victory points, is what I'm talking about. Let's move it back down here. And steal from Gregor. What do we get? A sheep. Friends in low places. Okay. 2 sheep, 2 wheat, 2 iron. Could get another development card. If I get 1 victory card, I would actually win, right? Let's get it. Another knight! Why do I keep getting knights? Fine. Okay. That's the best I can do this turn. I just need 3 wheat and 4 iron, I think it was. Or is it, no, 2 wheat and 3 iron. Okay, that was, yeah, the robber's back on my 6 tile, of course. So my sheep was stolen. That's another 7. So you gotta move the robber off that tile. Is it gonna rob from me again? Yeah. They're just going between my 6 and 8 tile and robbing me every time. This is so not good. A 10? 6, 4? Yeah, that's 10. Okay, that gets me to 3 iron. Which is what I need, right? It's, yeah, 3 iron. So I need 2 wheat. So I can actually play a card. So I need 2 wheat. So I want to move... I want to rob. I can play another knight. I got so many knights. I want to rob whoever likely has the most wheat. Which would be Gregor, right? Yeah, because he's got this wheat tile there and wheat tile there. And Hugni has 1 wheat tile. So most likely Gregor has wheat. So let's move this back over here. Steal from Gregor. It is a brick. Okay. Then I want to roll my dice. It's a 5, so that doesn't help me. 3 sheep and 2 brick to Digor. Oh. Okay. Oh, does anyone want to do this? Just to check. Yeah, no. I just can't... Like, everyone's trying to shut me down. That's the problem. I just have to keep going. Because Gregor's at 6 now. Can't believe I've gotten 5 knight cards. Okay, I got 2 wood. Alright, I should turn trade on in this situation. Because I need 2 wheat. But of course, earliest opportunity. Ooh, I got 4 bricks. 6, 7, 8. Okay, that gets me more wood. Oh, if I can just hold on to this, I could trade the 4 wood and 4 brick for 2 wheat. So, no. You want to trade wood for iron. How about I switch that for... You want wood for wheat? Yeah? How about that? No? You don't want to do my trade? No, you just pick someone else? No, no. I don't want that. You want wheat in this case? How about I give you a wood for wheat? How about that? That'll be good. Anyone want to do that? No? You're going to trade with someone else? Of course you are! Come on, make it to my turn without the robber stealing all my resources. Hugni? No? How about a brick for a wheat? I'll take that as well. Of course not. Just... I should just turn off trade. Okay, but in this case... Do I have to roll the dice first? I think I have to roll the dice. I don't have a card to play, right? No. Please don't roll a 7. Please don't roll a 7. That's... Like, I have to roll the dice. Not 7. Not 7. Are you serious? Are you serious? Why? I should do that because I would get 3 from the bricks in one shot. Okay. Well, move back to over. Okay, let's just move over to there and steal from Hugni. Iron, okay. Ah, come on. I was about to win. Like, will anyone do this trade? No. Like, really, I think I should just disable trade because and not bother with trading with players because yeah, they're just not gonna do anything. Okay, I'm gonna turn trade off and I just have to keep going. I don't have the resources required. I see the power of setting up settlements and cities near harbors because late game and when you're about to win, no one wants to trade with you. Right, steal from me again. And of course it took an iron. We only need 3, so it's a good thing I got 1 extra. None of these rolls benefit me. I can't believe that's what happened. 4. That gets me a sheep. You can't do maritime trade, yeah, by mixing resources. It has to be 4 of one type. So I can't do anything. So at this point, the other players are really just trying to shut me down. The 10 roll is good. That gets me 2 iron. So it really is just up to the dice right now. But the other players are catching up. They're at 6 victory points. 7. Oh, that's not good. 5, 6, 7, 8, but I don't get the wood because they keep robbing me. How about roll a 6? Did I just lose my longest road? I was trying to accumulate. I'm gonna have to build that back. I thought this was a 1 game, but seriously, just the luck of the dice. If I roll a 7 here, the game hates me. 4. Okay, so I have to build road, right? Let's build it there, because we can make it even longer. So, who has the longest road? So that just ties for the longest road, right? Yeah, I just... so, who has the longest road? Is it Gregor? Because it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No? Wait. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Surely I still have the longest road, right? 1, 2, 3, 4. Does that orange settlement break my road? This one right here. Does that break my road? Because there's an orange settlement there. It's not that they have a longer road, but that breaks mine. Because it's now a road going through someone else's settlement. Is that what happened? Oh, I did not contemplate that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So now we're tying for 6. Right. Okay, well, just have to keep going. It's a 7. 8. I'm not even in the lead anymore. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I've got 7 iron. Someone roll like a 6 and then a 9. That'll just be perfect. That'd be really nice if you could do that. I just need 2 wheat. Can you imagine? I would have won if I got 2 wheat at some point. I can't believe I might lose this game. I was sitting on 9 victory points for so long. I got so many development cards and I got 5 knights. There's only 1 other knight in the game. Gregor has 1. Like, no one else drew knight cards? I just drew all the knight cards. Is this the Catan experience? I think this is the Catan experience, isn't it? Oh, seriously. Because I'm gonna have to roll the dice first, and if I roll 7, I've got too many resources, and I have to give them all up. It's so punishing. I don't have any cards to play. Alright, roll the dice. 5. Yeah, it doesn't help me. Helps them a lot, though. 5's really good for the enemy. Alright, so... what can I trade? Will anyone do this? 3 sheep, 1 wood for a brick. Yes. Oh, some people will trade with me. Maybe, oh, because I'm not in the lead anymore. Right. Okay. Because I'm not at 9 victory points, people are more willing to trade with me? Okay, let's do this trade so that I can build a road. And this should give me my longest road back. So no one actually took longest road. We just ended up tying. Okay, so I'm back at 9. So I still have 8 resources, which is pretty bad. So if I back out, wait, no, if I check the build costs, a city costs 3 iron. So I can actually trade to maritime. I can trade 3 iron for 1 wheat. Right? Confirm that. Now, if I can get 1 wheat, what are the odds anyone will do this? Maybe I should have done this before I got to 9 victory points. Oh, I should have done this, tried this trade first. Any chance any of you say yes? No, of course not. Okay, well, we're back at 9. Okay. I'm just gonna go another turn. They could easily win. I mean, I say they could easily win. Going from 8 to 10 victory points seems like such a short distance. But yeah, of course, roll an 8 while the robber's on me. Like, sitting at 9 victory points made the AI go for me so hard, the robber basically never left my lands. They just went from the 6 to the 8 to the 6 to the 8. The only time it ever left is when I sent it away with my knights and stuff, but then they just send it right back. Come on, someone. Roll a 9 and then leave me alone. I just lost the longest road again. Digger got it. Digger got to 10. I was so close. Well, congratulations, Digor. If I didn't roll a 7 on that one turn, I would have won. Because I had enough resources to do 2 maritime trades for the 2 wheat. And then I rolled a 7, and then the robber had to take 5 resources from me. What an upset. I'm not even second. Digger actually got 11 victory points. Hide results. Who needs to see that? Well, fine. Alright, that was my first ever game of Catan. What are the odds of winning your first ever game of Catan, huh? Well, anyway, that's gonna be it for this video. It took me like, it took me not very long to actually get Catan, like how to play it. Like half hour, I guess, somewhere around there. But yeah, that's Catan on console, and also note they're getting a DLC as well, if you want to check that out. But yeah, click the link down below to check out Catan and just Catan in general. But yeah, thank you so much to Catan for sponsoring us today, and thank you all so much for watching. Hope you enjoyed this, and I'll see you in the next video.